Hey family, I just wanted to get on a quick video and give somebody some encouragement tonight. I wanted to share my story, share what happened to me on this week. And I just know that this is going to encourage somebody. I say this a lot and I'm going to keep stressing this, that we really cannot focus on what things look like, how things look in front of us, what the situation looks like right now, or what we think that it's going to be. Like, we really have to have faith and we have to believe that God is going to do exactly what he said he's going to do. And I just been so full on this week. This has just been one of the best weeks that I've had in a long time. And I'm telling you, this is why I wanted to share this story and encourage somebody with my story, because man, I'm telling you, the point of this video is really trying to get people to understand that we can't focus on what it looks like I said, but also understanding the blessing in the storm, the blessing during the season, the blessing during whatever the situation is, because whatever it looks like, whatever is going on, there is definitely something good in it. There is definitely something that's a blessing in it. Whatever it looks like, there's something that God is doing, or there's something that God is still able to show you during that time, during that season. So I just wanted to share with y'all like what happened to me on this week. So today is Sunday. So this began last Sunday, or last Saturday rather, I should say. And so basically, to make a long story short, something happened in my apartment to where I've had to evacuate my apartment. So I haven't been in my apartment all week. I've been working with my landlord. They had people that came that has to do some work on the apartment, and it was just a lot that had to go into this process. And so when I first learned like what was happening and what I was up against, this was Saturday night. When I first figured out and learned like, oh my God, what was about to be upon me, what I was going to have to endure during this week, all I saw in my mind when all of this was, all of this came together, and I found out what was going to be happening, all I could think about is, what am I about to do for a week? You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to have to leave my apartment. Like, what is this? So in the midst of me, facing what was ahead, in the midst of me facing that, I'm telling y'all, like, first of all, I started tearing up. And right in that moment, I wanted to feel so sorry for myself. I just wanted to sit there and have a pity party and feel bad for myself and cry and, just be in that low space. And I was going to do that if I allowed myself to do that, right? I'm telling y'all, right in the midst of me ready to do that, God he pulled me out of that so fast, and he just spoke to me. He was like, no, you're not about to sit here and feel sorry for yourself. You about to get up tomorrow. This is going to start this week. Tomorrow you're going to get up, you're going to take action, and everything that's about to happen this week, everything that's coming this week, I am going to be with you and I am going to take care of you. Everything that you're thinking that it's going to be, it's not even going to be that. Get up and take action, Ashley. Don't sit here and feel sorry for yourself. Don't sit here and throw a pity party for yourself. And I'm telling y'all, when God gave that to me, when he spoke that to me, that's exactly what I did. I obeyed and I got up, and I'm like, okay, I'm not about to sit here and do this. I believe you, God. I trust you. And so I'm going to get up and do exactly what you're telling me to do. And so that's what I did that next day, and that whole next day, leading into the week, that whole next day, just even the wisdom that God gave me and everything that he led me to do the next day. And, I just had peace even the next day, knowing like, God, I'm going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know that this is what I was going to be doing. I just was ready to throw in the towel. You know what I mean? But you just came in for me, and you giving me everything that I need. But this is really what it was for me on the week, y'all. So like I said, I had to leave my house. I had to evacuate my house. And so I'm like, oh my God, like I said, we be so ready to think the worst about things. We don't know what we up against. So we so ready to say, oh, it's about to be this, or oh, I don't know what I'm about to do. Like, I don't want to face this. I don't feel like dealing with this. But let me tell you how good God is and how he blessed me, y'all. How he really blessed me So, like I said, me having to leave my apartment, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to stay in a hotel. So I ended up staying. I ended up staying in a hotel the first 4 days. I'm in my mom. I've been in my mom's house the last couple of days, but I ended up staying in a hotel the first 4 days. And I remember even with that, even thinking about me having to stay at the hotel again. That's something that I'm ready to complain about. That's something that I'm ready to feel sorry for myself about, because I'm like, God, I can't afford to be staying in no hotel. And then also us getting away from our comfort zone. You know what I mean? When we have to step out of our comfort zone, or when things happen that we're not comfortable, you just so ready to think that it's about to be so bad. But y'all, when I tell y'all I stayed at this hotel, me and my baby stayed at the hotel for 4 days. Now, what I'm going into thinking that this is just about to be such a bad experience, and like I said, ready to throw in the towel, ready to just feel so defeated. When I tell y'all, me staying at that hotel for those 4 days, y'all, it was such a blessing. And it was something that I didn't even know that I needed. Like, me staying at that hotel was like a mini vacation for me and my baby. I'm talking about, we had breakfast. I had got us a little sweet. We had breakfast. We went to the pool. My baby is 1. He's never been to the pool yet since he's been born. And I haven't been to the pool in, I think, like three or 4 years. And it was just such a great experience. When I say, y'all, like, that was the best sleep that I've had in so long. Like, I don't sleep. I'm always on go mode. I'm always, when you so stuck in your same routine, doing the same thing over and over. You know what I mean? This is what I mean by saying I didn't even know I needed this. So what I'm ready to stress out about, God was setting up something for me that I didn't even know that I needed in the midst of me, because whatever was going on with my apartment, that was something that I had to face. That was something that was going to happen. But this is what I'm saying about the blessings and how God uses certain things to set us up for a blessing. And I'm just telling you, I was just so blessed, and it was just the most comfortable I've been in so long. In the midst of what I was going through, God set it up for me to be blessed, for me to be receiving something that I didn't even know I needed. You know what I mean? And I feel like it was also something for me because, like I said, we be so stuck in this routine. And I feel like that was God's way of saying, Ash, treat yourself. Take some time for you and your baby and go do something nice, because on normal day to day, you're not thinking about doing stuff like that. Like, what reason do I have to be going to a hotel? I'm so stuck on my finances, worried about what my finances looking like, telling myself I can't afford this, I can't do this. So of course, those type of things, that's far from my mind, right? Like, I'm not thinking about going to no hotel. Why would I be going to a hotel? But this is what I'm saying. And God just set up something for me that I didn't even know I needed. And I was just so blessed. And then, you know, just to give some more details about my week, because like I said, I thought that everything that was happening, it was just so much happening to me at once. But everything that was coming my way, it was like God had a blessing right behind it. Every time I was ready to be upset or to start being anxious or angry or whatever it is, it was something better that he had on the other side. Because I'm gonna give you another example. At some point, I had like a situation with my landlord this week, because when the situation first happened, this was supposed to only be something like that was taken care of within a couple of days. Then he came back saying that, oh, we're not going to be able to get everything taken care of till Saturday. This was on Monday when he told me this. So I'm like, Saturday? You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to be out of my apartment for a whole week? Like, no, we need to take care of this. And so my landlord, and I'm gonna tell you how God will take care of people and humble people and take care of you. He will take care of everything if you just put it in his hands. And so my landlord was really being like, a slumlord, and he was being really rude. And the things that he was saying to me, I'm not going to get into the details about the things that he was saying, on the other end, but he was saying things. And in the midst of him saying these things, I was so frustrated, and I was ready to, say something back, or going back and forth with him. And in the midst of that, I'm like, I'm not about to do that. God, I give this to you right now, because you could take better care of this than I can. You can handle this in a much better way than I can. I'm not about to go back and forth with this man. I'm not about to sit up here and stress myself out about this. Lord, I give this to you right now. And when I tell y'all, this is what I'm saying about how God works. When I tell y'all, as soon as that last text message that my landlord sent me, and when I say he was so rude, y'all, he was just so disrespectful and so rude. And coming from a landlord that's supposed to be, taking care of their tenants, supposed to be doing, this is what you're supposed to be doing as a landlord. Whatever he said, I didn't even respond back. I just gave it to God. And this is what I'm saying. It was only like an hour or 2 hours later. When I say my landlord texted me back, this was only like 2 hours later. Based off of what the nasty thing that he had just said to me, when I say like an hour, 2 hours later, he texted me back, his whole tune changed. His his whole tune changed. When I say it changed, that you would have thought this man was the sweetest man alive, the sweetest man on the world. His whole tune changed. Even the next day when he was texting me, just how he was texting me, just how he was responding to me, it just changed just like that. And now he's being attentive. Now he's just being so nice and accommodating to me and everything. And this is what I'm saying. When he first was texting me, I was so upset. I'm gonna say I was ready to be so upset, and I was ready to read him his rights, right? I was ready to text him back some stuff, and this is what I'm saying. And just like that, I'm like, no, God, I'm not going to do that. I give this to you. And you see how God even moved in that situation. I don't know what happened on the landlord's end, but I know that it was nobody but God. I know that was nothing but conviction on my landlord's, and that was nothing but God in the midst of what was going on, even placing something on my landlord's heart to get him to change his tune, to get him to change his attitude. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like, God will take care of you. He will supply all of your needs. The victory is always going to be his. That's why whenever you're fighting a battle, it's always best to give it to God, because he can fight it better than we ever can. He can take care of people better than we ever can. Any situation, he can do it better than us. And this is why we have to trust him. And we have to believe him, you know what I mean? And so, even with that, so that was one thing. And then another thing that was happening to me on this week, my car had been making a loud noise. I ended up having to go take care of my car. That was a lot of money. So this is what I'm saying. It was just so much that was happening to me at once. And, and this is what I'm saying, thinking about my finances and thinking about, all this stuff that it's going to cost, staying at the hotel, having to take care of my car. And in the midst of that, I'm like, God, I'm not going to sit up here and complain about any of this stuff. I'm not going to sit up here and complain about the cost of anything, because you know what, God? I could be at a point right now where I don't have a dollar to my name. I don't have a dime in my bank account, God, but you have blessed me. You have blessed me to be able to take care of these things as they're coming. You have blessed me to be able to take care of my car, to be able to set me and my baby up in a hotel, to be comfortable. Because imagine if I didn't even have the funds to be able to take care of this guy. So I'm not going to dare sit here and complain about any of that when you have blessed me to be able to take care of it. And this is what I'm saying. This is the point I'm saying. Whatever is coming upon us, whatever the test is, the storm is, God is going to take care of us in the midst of it. And another thing that I want to add with this is, and I just really believe that things like this is also really just a test. It's really just a test. Like, God is really testing us. Like, okay, you say you trust me. Okay, you say that you believe that I'm your provider. You believe that I'm going to help you. You believe that I'm going to come to your aid. So when I throw something in front of you, how you going to handle it? What you gonna do? Like I said, I was ready to throw in the towel. I was ready to feel sorry for myself. I was ready to throw a pity party. No, God said you're not about to sit up there and do that. You gonna get up and you gonna face this, and you are going to be okay through this. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just really a test. God is really testing our faith. He is really testing like where our mind is, where our head is. Are we really anchored in him? Are we really trusting in him? Are we really believing that he's gonna do what he said he's gonna do? You have to just trust God, and you have to see the good, because let me tell you something. You know how when situations happen, you say it's good things and it's bad things. I really don't even believe I'm starting to get to the point of like not even believing bad things, because even in the midst of bad things, there's always something good. There's always a better outcome, a good outcome on the other side of the bad things. And I'm encouraging you to look at it that way, to look at things that way, no matter what it is. I'm telling you, whatever you're up against today, whatever is going on, I can guarantee that there is something. And this is another thing when I'm talking about the test. Even in the midst of what we're going through, those storms, God wants to see and He wants to know that we have gratitude even in the midst of that. Because if all is failing, and if all is falling down, if everything is just going bad and going crazy, are you still going to show gratitude? Are you still going to be thankful for the things that you have? Are you still going to be thankful for, if you lose everything right now, are you still believing in me and showing gratitude and knowing that I am your provider. I am going to take care of you, and I am going to bring you on the other side of this. Even if you don't have everything that you want right now, even if you know, even like I said, even if you down to your last couple of bucks, even if you don't know how you about to pay your next bill, where is your gratitude? Where is your gratitude? Are you grateful for what you have right now? I'm not able to elevate you until you able to show me that you are happy and that you have gratitude for the things that you have in front of you right now. That's the lesson. That's the test. That is what God is trying to get us to understand. That is what God wants to see from us, see from our hearts. And I just want to share this, and I hope that this really encourages somebody, whatever it is, whatever it looks like. I can guarantee you that there is a blessing on the other side of it.